Hello everyone. I'm going to start a new segment. I don't know if it'll be, every week or whatever, but it'll probably be just whenever news comes out. But this is going to be a new segment, all dealing with all the stuff that I cover in my tutorials. So it's going to deal with 3D animation, Blender, Lightwave, Unity, just about anything that's of interest to people who would subscribe to my channel. So let's get right off the start here with the latest news, which is Project Messiah. ProjectMessiah.com. Okay, I don't know if you've heard about this piece of software. And Project Messiah is, if we go to the videos section here, basically Project Messiah is a 3D animation plugin. It started life as a plugin for Lightwave to do character animation because Lightwave's not that good at that, and broke off into its own standalone program. It doesn't do any modeling, but it does some, as you can see here from the renders. It has a really fantastic render engine, and it has animation capabilities, which a lot of people enjoy. I personally don't get into the way the animation thing is set up in this thing, but anyway, it's worth it to get it just for the render engine because you can export the animations from Blender or whatever into it. It'll go back and forth between different programs. But as you can see, the basic edition, which is normally $500, is on sale temporarily for $10, and the Studio edition, which is normally $1,200, is now $40 for a limited time. And the caveat is, okay, now this is the if, all right? As you can see, this bar is going. They're not going to send out the software until they've gotten enough people to get, okay, that's an update. Until they have gotten enough people to get to their goal, like a blood drive kind of thing, okay? So, I went ahead and just already bought the basic edition and whatnot. I had owned a version of this a long time ago and used it every so often, but like I said, I think the UI and the methodology of Messiah is a bit on the kind of strange side. If you use Blender and Lightwave, you'll be a bit more accustomed to the way it does things. But the render engine is really something. The new version has some hair and stuff like that. If you want the hair module and some of the dynamic stuff, you'll need to get the Pro Edition here. But if nothing else, you could just plop down $10 for the standard edition. And supposedly, if they do not meet their goal and cannot send out the software, then they will reimburse you your money. All right, it's just something to keep aware of. I don't endorse them or have anything to do with them, but I thought you'd want to know about it. The next thing I wanted you to know about is under Blender Nation here. Actually, this news came out a couple days ago, but there's a really nice ocean sim here. We'll take a look at this video here. And so this is an ocean sim done entirely inside of Blender. This guy had written his own ocean simulation module and put that inside of Blender. Now, if you go here to the download page, what it actually takes you to, I found out, is like a kind of a version of Blender that has this ocean sim in it. So when you start up Blender, if you download this version, it'll have like a different kind of splash screen and stuff. So I went ahead and downloaded it and just put it into a different folder than my normal Blender install on my Mac at least. SaveTheOceanSim.com. All right. Another piece of Blender news is the 3Delight render engine, which is a fantastic render engine, which is RenderMan compliant, is now, if you download here, once you install it and follow all these instructions, they actually have some overviews of how to get Blender to work with it. It's not as easy to use as the traditional Blender render engine, but it's a RenderMan engine, so RenderMan is the standard developed by Pixar, so the quality of the render engine may be much higher quality than you can get out of the standard Blender render engine by default. All right. Okay, the next part is that's the three basic pieces of news I wanted to touch on, and I'm going to end this news segment with a little update on projects that I'm working on. And what I'm doing here is, here's my little Unity environment, and I'm updating my Dragon Wars iPad game that I put out. I hadn't put out an update for a while. I've added a new character, new hero character, who's kind of similar to the Necromancer on Diablo 2. And he's kind of like a summoner type character. And as you can see here, I've got some new backgrounds. This is the Hall of Heroes backgrounds. It has statues of different famous dragons in the background. Every game mode is going to have these different unique backdrops and there's kind of a volcano background. There's kind of a undead, kind of sickly green background and stuff. New hero character, new gameplay modes, and I'm going to put that out. Working on the hybrid iPad, iPhone version of the game, and I've also lowered the price to $1.99, so it's always a good time to pick it up. iPhone version will be coming eventually here. And the next thing I'm doing is in my whatever little free time I have, because I'm working on that game and a couple other things in the background, is I've been steadily teaching myself Maya so that I can next year enroll in the Animation Mentor Masterclass. I don't know if you know about Animation Mentor. You should really take a look into this if you're serious about character animation. Guys and gals from animation, Pixar, Blue Sky, Tippett Studios, all the really big names, they actually mentor at this school. It's an online school. It's not cheap, but it's definitely worth the money if you want to get into character animation. And they have a special masterclass which is all about animating creatures. They teach you to animate a cat, an ogre, and a dragon. And so that's right up my alley. So the only thing is they only accept Maya, and of course up till now I've focused mainly on Blender and Lightwave. So I'm teaching myself a little bit of Maya. I'm not too happy with it right now, but it's something you have to learn, I guess, at some point. And I'll let you know how things go along. So that's the news for today, which I believe is February the 11th. And hope everyone has a happy Valentine's Day coming up. So talk to you later. Bye.